All right, well, welcome to New Consultant Training. You guys, give yourself a pat on the back for being here. And the more you learn, what, Shelly?
The more you earn.
That's right. That's right. So Shelly and I just got back from our executive seminar. And so we were hanging out for 3 days like this and bouncing ideas. We always bounce ideas off each other, but this time we were practically living together in same suite, different rooms, of course, same suite, and got to work together. And so we decided to pair up and do our new consultant trainings together. And so over the next, probably 2 or 3 weeks, we will both be on the same training Mondays and Thursdays, Mondays and Thursdays, Mondays and Thursdays, so that we are like one. And so then she'll take a week and I'll take a week. She'll take a week and I'll take a week. And that's the beauty of Pampered Chef. There are so many people in this company you can pair up with to help each other to learn more or even share the work. So that's what we're going to do. We learned how to automate, delegate, and eliminate. So we're going to free up some weeks in our schedule. So let's get started. This is a full training. So let's see here. All right. Well, welcome to Pampered Chef and cheers to your new gig. Yeah, you have joined an amazing company. Whenever you say Pampered Chef, most of the time, what do we hear back?
I love Pampered Chef.
That's right. All the time, like 9 times out of 10, we're becoming a household name. And this cooking thing is not going out of style. In matter of fact, we see it on social media, people posting their food, what they're cooking, where they're eating. So, we are right along, normal, and we're doing business. The other thing is that you've joined an amazing team.
Okay.
If you're part of Shelly's team, you know that there's a lot of love going on in that organization and support. And if you're on my team, same as. You can post in our Facebook groups if you have questions. You can message us individually if you need more help or something's not clicking. Really, the best consultants ask the most questions. So we would love to get to know you a little bit better. Can you just type in the chat, and Shelly's going to pick out some of these and read them, but type in the chat a little bit about yourself, why you joined, and what you are most excited about Pampered Chef doing for you and maybe your family. So go ahead, and if you just scroll down to the bottom, you will see the chat. And so what you type in the chat, a little bit about you, why you joined Pampered Chef, and what you're excited about is what you can do to announce that you're a Pampered Chef consultant to the world. We are our own marketing company. Pampered Chef's not going to tell anybody that you started or you have a business or you are anywhere, just us. So whatever social media platforms you are on, go ahead and be loud and proud and introduce yourself. The other thing you can do is go ahead and change your profile picture. When you get your kit, an apron, a product, you can change your profile picture and you can pick how long, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whatever you want. But that is the easiest way to share that you're a consultant, because every time you comment or you post, they are going to see that picture and it screams, wow, that looks yummy, or that looks fun, or I didn't know she started Pampered Chef. I love Pampered Chef. You can also do a live unboxing of your kit, or you can set everything up and take a great picture. And this is one of our new consultants, Jenny Hurst, she was on the training just like you. And and then I seen it and she had this as her profile picture. So I said, hey, Jenny, can I steal your picture? It's such a great picture. So anyways, be loud and proud, all right? It's our job to put out there that we are in business, and turn the lights on too, right? We're open, open, open. So a little bit about me is I started Pampered Chef in 1998. I just got drug along to a cooking show. I went with my girlfriend because I'm a good friend, but I did not want to buy anything that put me even close to the kitchen. So as we were there eating the yummy food and drinking the yummy wine, the consultant explained that about Pampered Chef, and she rattled off about 5 bills that her income took care of, her Pampered Chef income. And I really didn't know you could make any money. And then she said that, and so I kind of started listening a little bit. And then she said she stayed home with her kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, there's nothing more that I wanted. And then she said she had bought her husband a motorcycle and made the payment. I was like, oh my gosh, my husband would love me forever if I bought him a motorcycle. So I thought, you know what, I should ask her about this. I told her I didn't cook and I work all the time, and if I could do this. And she said, sure, you know, as long, I'll teach you a recipe. And if you show up, if you keep showing up and you keep being nice, you can do this. And I was like, okay, well, I could probably do that. I did the same recipe for 6 months, didn't change it, the chicken broccoli braid. And I kept showing up. But not only did I show up for my shows, I showed up in every way I could for my host. If I said I was going to call him, I called him. If I said I was going to deliver a packet, I delivered a packet. If I said I was going to send him a recipe, I sent him a recipe. And then for my business, if there was a training, I showed up. I volunteered to help out any way I could, and I learned as much as I could. So just be nice and show up, and you can do this. Here we are 22 years later. I did get to stay home with my kids. Now my husband's retired and it's just the 2 of us, so now I stay home with him. I didn't ever think about that. So, Shelly, do you want to talk about some of these things in the chat?
Yes. Okay. So we have, that's nice that you guys, thank you for sharing. Most are wanting to earn extra money. So we've got Julie that's looking to make some extra income and get some amazing products, which right away, you start off right away with that. And Jessica, the same thing, earn extra money. We have Anastasia, and she wants to make some extra money and super excited to network with women and make some extra money. So network with like-minded women and men, that's us. Really important, yeah. Got some people here supporting their consultants, so I'm so glad you guys are here. And Jody used to sell Pampered Chef 20 years ago, and she's excited to be back. She's a single mom and could use some extra income. And so, yeah, so I could read some more of these later, but it's pretty cool that you guys were all on the same boat, wanting to earn some extra income.
And love the products. Okay, sounds good.
Love what we're doing, yeah.
All right. Well, you probably, if you have signed on to Consultants Corner, or even right after you've ordered your kit, you will have noticed this purple dash. And it stands for Dive Into Amazing Support Here. And if Shelly and I weren't here and you were on a deserted island, you could use Dash and be successful. It's going to give you all the nuts and bolts and the business basics. What we're going to give you is the art of the business. The art and some of the tips from the, other consultants that we network with, we can bring to you, because things are always changing. So Dash isn't going to change, but things are always changing. So that's where we come in, and we're going to give you the latest and greatest. But spend some time on Dash, 15, 30 minutes every single day, and just get through it. You'll never be done. There's still Dash assignments that I have, that Shelly has, that we work through too. So it never gets old. All right, let's go. All right, let's look at some stuff, some exciting things. Let now be the start of more income, more flexibility, and more about life on your own terms. So, a fact. The average new consultant that does 4 virtual parties a week earns between $200 and $500 per week. That means you can earn between $800 and $2,000 right from the start. Have you thought about how much money you'd like to earn and what you would do with it? Maybe for some of you, you really haven't, you'd want to make extra money, but you haven't really put a dollar amount on it, and you're just waiting to see what happens. But I'm telling you right now, you can plug these numbers in when you run 4 virtual parties a week. If you're running 1 virtual party a week, then you know that's going to be the whole month. So let's keep going so we can show you how. So there are some bonuses in addition to your paycheck. Pampered Chef does spoil our new consultants in your first 90 days. And these 2 dates were sent to you, or when you sign on to Pampered Chef, there will be a scroll bar and it'll give you your 30-day date. And once you reach that, it'll give you your 90-day date. So I highly recommend you get a sticky pad and put those 2 dates on your computer, put them in your Google Calendar on your phone, because if they pass and you didn't meet the requirements, there are no redos. It doesn't matter if you got a flat tire, if your internet went out, if your host got sick, if credit cards were declined, it does not matter. There's no redos. So I always say, try to do it like the day before. And if you can't find them, then reach out to your recruiter, and they will help you find your 30-day and your 90-day. So let's check out what happens in your first 30 days. When you submit 500 in sales, you're going to earn the ceramic egg cooker and the skinny scraper, perfect for a 2-minute demo in your parties. And really, most consultants do this in their very first party. So, but Pampered Chef is going to give you 30 days. And then in your first 90 days, when you sell $12.50, you're going to get the 8-inch nonstick skillet. Your eggs are just going to slip around. When you sell $2,500 in your first 90 days, you'll also get the 10-inch stainless steel skillet, and this is a hybrid between the stainless steel and the nonstick, the best of both worlds. And then when you sell $5,000 in your first 90 days, you'll also get the knife block set, and that is just, I mean, just a piece of artwork in itself. It's pretty and very functional. So a hot tip for you guys: when you are doing 4 parties a week, you can have this whole thing wrapped up in your very first month. Who wants to plan on having a big month? Comes with the big paycheck. You're gonna, when you do that, you are gonna be trained really well, because you just get better and better with every party. And with a $500 show average, your income is going to be right around $2,000 for that first month. So the other way you can earn money is by sharing our business opportunity and inviting others to join Pampered Chef. Every time you bring on a new team member and we help them.
I said you have to go buy something, or we're gonna have to buy food.
What? Oh, I'm gonna mute everybody and then you will.
No, there's no. Huh?
Okay, there we go. All right, so, and we help them reach $12.50 in their first 90 days. You'll earn $100 for each consultant. So that's for those of you that are in your first 90 days. Plus, you're gonna make more money on what you sell and what they sell. So Pampered Chef's gonna kick it up for you. So a hot tip, in addition to selling, let's welcome 1 or 2 buddies to your team right away. You'll have more fun doing this with others. Who do you know that would like extra cash for Christmas? Or maybe they're already thinking about their summer vacation. That's me. I'm already thinking, where are we going next summer? We kind of got gypped this summer. Who do you know that wants more Pampered Chef products or would have fun trying something new? And it's so much fun to do things with a friend. Last but certainly not least, our fast track rewards. So this is one of the most lucrative new consultant benefits It is our fast track reward program. And this is designed for someone that would like to grow their business fast or someone that just wants this cash, or both. And if you're a new consultant in your first 90 days, Pampered Chef has $3,000 set aside for you. So type in the chat if you're in your first 90 days, and know that there is a big pile of cash that Pampered Chef has set aside for you. So how do you get this cash? It starts with having 5 people join your team and promoting to a team of your own, and the first $500 will be earned. And then when it goes on, when you maintain that title, you'll get another 500. When you help someone on your team to promote, you'll get $1,000 cash bonus. And then when you maintain that title, another $1,000 cash. And I just really want to tell you about it. You will learn a lot about it on Dash. And when we meet again here on Thursday, I'll explain it in more detail. And you might not know right now, but you might change your mind when you get started. So another hot tip is Shelly and my job is to help you earn every reward in your first 90 days, including this fast track bonus. So if we see something that could move you closer to this goal, we'll let you know. How does that sound? Good? All right, thank you, Mary Jane. Gave a thumbs up for everybody. All right, so is Shelly still on? You're not in any of my screens. Oh, there you are, Shelly, found you. Okay, so the virtual business party plan, and the secret to getting ahead is simply getting started. And we are gonna schedule 4 parties a week for your first 4 weeks to use this as your training period. Like I said, when every party, every week, you're gonna get better and better and better, and you're gonna have a big month. And then you can decide, yep, I can maintain this. This is gonna, get easier every time I do it, or I need to cut back, or you know what, I'll figure it out because I do like that paycheck. So 4 parties every single week. And why? One is gonna flip. One of your hosts is gonna say, oh, this looks like fun. Do you think I can do it? And if you have 4 parties scheduled, it's very easy to say, sure, why don't we turn this into your business launch party? Because you have 3 others, right? And those team members, remember what I said? You get $100 for each one. So it's pretty easy to go ahead and give her that party. You have a team member, you're getting closer to your $500 fast track bonus and that $100 for having a team member. One is gonna flop. I'm sorry, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but not every single party is gonna be great, okay? Either, your host's internet goes out, she's sick, she does not know how to work Facebook, or the sales simply don't come in. So if you have 3 other parties, then, you're like, okay, this is okay if one flops, I still got a few others that are going great. And then 2 of those 4 parties are gonna fly. You're gonna have a lot of chit chat in them. It's gonna be fun. You'll have bookings coming out of them, high sales, and people interested in knowing more about Pampered Chef. So 4 parties a week, all right? And this is, Shelly's gonna give you when you start them, but if you're on my team or any part of my Pampered people or any directors on our team, we start them every single Thursday and they end every Monday. And Shelly, go ahead and tell them when I muted everybody, so you're on mute.
Oh, I can unmute. Oh, yay. Yeah, so we start ours on Monday and go to Friday.
Monday through Friday. So, and it's very important that you keep this schedule. It doesn't, those are the only dates you offer your hosts. Do you want, Thursday the 3rd, Thursday the 10th, Thursday the 17th, or do you want Monday the 7th, Monday the 14th? they don't get a choice other than a different Monday or other than a different Thursday, okay? If you have parties starting all over the place, you will want to take a hammer to both your knees, okay? It is just insane. You have to have this systematic for you to be able to run multiple parties. And I'm telling you, 4 is just the minimum. There's people that run up to, 20 and 30 parties a week because it's systematic and you can start to build. But if they're all over the place, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, all these different days, it just will be a nightmare. We use a posting service called Post My Party. So your director or recruiter is going to start you out with a full party. It's going to be planned for you. You're going to tell it to start on Thursday or Monday, and it's going to run with the product posts, names, information. And so that is how it also makes it easy to do 4 or more parties at a time, because this posting service is automatically taking care of your whole party. And all we do is come in at different times of the day to answer questions. When you do that, you're going to average $800 to $2,000 a month. And we're going to work together on this. We can't do it for you, but we are going to help you every step of the way. All right? Give me a nod if you're still with me. All right. So here, first thing we got to do is book shows, right? And there are 3 musts for bookings. And if any one of these are missing, you will not book parties. So the first thing you have to know is, who are you going to reach out to? Who are you going to ask? The second thing, what are you going to say? And the third thing, when are you going to do it? If any of those are missing, you will not book parties, okay? All 3 of those have to happen. So let's start with who. And the first thing you can do is get help from your friends. Sisters, aunties, grandmas, close friends, someone that you've been doing your hair for the last, 10 years. Those people that you're pretty sure are going to say yes. And you can start their party right away, like next week, maybe even this week. But then we're going to use Facebook. Since we're partying on Facebook, this is one of the easiest things to use because all your friends are in one place. And what you want to do is you want to use the app on your phone. The app on your phone, when you go to your friends list, will put them in alphabetical order. If you go to your friends list on your computer, it's going to put them in order of who you communicate with most. And so that's going to be the same old people, probably your good friends that you are going to contact anyway. So when you put it in alphabetical order, you are going to see people that you have not seen in a long time. And you'll probably forget that they're, your friends. So you do not prejudge. We're going to ask everybody, okay? We don't know if they're going to say yes or no, right? We don't know. And it's best to give yourself a 50-50 chance and just ask. The people that you think will probably have a party probably won't. And the people that you don't think are going to have a party probably will. So ask everybody. Pinky promise? All right, there you go. Okay, we're moving. All right, so now we know who we're going to ask. Now, what are we going to say? And the easiest thing to do, if you can copy and paste, then you don't have to worry too much about words. We've got so many words for you, and you're just going to copy, paste down the line. I do highly recommend using a name. Hey, Patty. Hey, Meredith. Hey, Julie. Hey, Pamela. Like that, because it makes it more personal. But if you're going really fast and you're worried that you're going to call Meredith Patty and vice versa, Leave the name off because there's nothing worse than keeping you from a booking than calling someone the wrong name. Okay, so here are some things you can try. You can say, I'm so excited because I just joined Pampered Chef and this month they're offering 60% off of anything in the catalog in addition to your free. I thought of you right away because you're always on Facebook. You love to cook. You love to get things free and discounted. I have a really big goal for my first 30 days. Would you help me? I'm looking for some practice time. Would you be willing to get some friends together here on Facebook so I can practice my virtual party? And when you're doing your outreaches, let's say you're doing like 30 a day, I would do 10 one message, 10 a different message, and 10 a different message. Because sometimes Facebook gets really cranky if you send the same message too quickly to too many people. So if you have, you know, type these out and then switch it up and then copy and paste that next one, you'll be better off. All right. So you're going to, let's see, I'll leave some time. You can screenshot this. If you are in My Pampered People, all of this is in unit number 1. So, but for those of you that are in Pez team, go ahead and take a screenshot. All right, now, some things are gonna happen when you message. Some people are gonna have an objection or tell you no. Some people aren't gonna reply at all. And so we wanna keep track of everyone and everything that's going on. So let's learn about that. So these are some of the most common objections we usually hear. And if someone says something and it's just not no, but there's some other reasons why they can't, and you don't have access or you didn't write down or you can't find the screenshot for this, all you have to do is screenshot your conversation and send it to your director or recruiter, and they will help you find the words to overcome the objection or try to overcome the objection. So right now, you know, I don't need any products or I don't do parties. I don't know anyone. My friends are broke. I don't have time. So let's take a look at my friends are broke because, you know, we've been hearing that people are out of jobs. So we could say something like, I understand how you feel. I'm always reluctant to invite someone to a party who is struggling financially, but what I found is they're the ones that really need some solutions like budget-friendly meals. There's absolutely no obligation to buy. However, if they want to buy something, we have over 73 products that are under $10. I'll help create the perfect fun, pressure-free zone. Knowing our number 1 goal is to have fun, would you like to have a fun get together here on Facebook and give your friends some new ideas? And, you know, you shoot that back out to her and she might say, you know what, Rocky, you're right. I could use some new, fresh, you know, budget-friendly ideas too. So, and then it changes because she thinks maybe, oh my gosh, this lady is going to haggle my friends for every red cent they have. But we do come from a place of supporting and helping. And when your party templates are like that, you know, everybody gets that. And the people that can buy do, and the people that can use a good recipe will have that from the party as well. So how to handle a no. So some people are just going to give you a flat out no. And if sometimes they're a no, but a lot of times they're like, no, I just can't do that right now. And I always say, you're welcome and no worries. We don't have to do it right now. Would later this fall or maybe during the winter work better? And it kind of pushes it out. And she might say, you know what, that's better. Right now, my daughter's getting married and, you know, up to our eyeballs in florists and stuff like that. So probably in the winter would be great. All right, great. January has the best bonus and I'll pencil you in. If they say no, just with nothing else, then you let them know, I really appreciate you getting back to me. I wanted to check, is that a no, not right now, or a no, not ever? Because when it comes across like that, like no, maybe something's going on. You know, she's still trying to be a teacher at home, kids are home, dog ran away, a husband was supposed to be home to take care of the kids, now he's not, so she is just no. But if you open it up, you know, is that not ever, you know what, just check with me in a couple months, I'll be better. And then you can, but when they do agree that a later date would be good, you just don't want to say, okay, I'll touch base. And then there they go. And we might put it in our calendar, we might follow up, and most likely we might forget. If I'm talking about me, I would definitely forget. So when they do say, yeah, later, I say, okay, great, thanks so much. How about I pencil you in and I pick the first Thursday for Shelly's team, the first Monday of a month later on. And I say, how about I pencil you in for, you know, January 5th. I'll touch base with you 2 weeks before to make sure that date still works. If it doesn't, we can reschedule. Can I get your email, phone, address? And then you go ahead and set them up in Consultant's Corner. Doesn't matter if the party is in 2021, okay? Because then you'll be reminded and it'll fall into your host coaching system and you won't skip a beat. You're gonna surprise them too when you check with them. Okay, so you are going to have some people that simply do not respond. And you look at your phone and you see that they see your message, but no response. And one of three things is happening. Either they got busy. Let's say they were waiting in the doctor's office. Your message came through. They looked at it, and then they called them to go back. And they put their phone in their purse. They took care of their business. They got in the car, pharmacy, groceries, home, dinner, all of that, and they simply forgot. Or they seen your message, they thought about it, and they're thinking, oh, that kind of sounds fun. I kind of need some Pampered Chef. They're not ready to say yes, but they're not ready to say no. And third, they see your message, they don't want to do it, and they're just too chicken to tell you. All right, so that's usually one of those three things is happening when you do not get a reply. So most of the time we think, okay, well, I'll just wait a week and I'll follow up. But don't. You want to follow up right away, the very next day. Number one, if it is the people that are thinking about it, you want to strike while the iron's hot. Or it also gives them a sense that this is important to you. So the very next day, you want to follow up. Hey, girl, I know you probably got busy yesterday, so I wanted to check back to see if you're interested in hosting a show. I'm really excited about this. So then out of those people, probably 2 or 3, some will say yes, some will say no, and there'll be maybe like, I don't know, 5 or 6 that still do not respond. So now you start to spread out your contacts and you wait 2 days. So here's this third arrow here. 2 days after the last message, and you put the dates for the ones you haven't heard from, and you say, hi, Pamela, did I get lost in your messages? I thought I would have heard back from you by now. Just following up to see if we can do a fun, super easy online party. These are the dates I have. Will one work? So out of those 5 people, 2 or 3 are going to get back to you. Yes, I would love to have a party. No, I don't want to. And you'll have maybe 3 that still have not responded. So you're going to wait 3 days. And then you respond with this 4th message. I don't want to be a pest, but I'm serious about my Pampered Chef business and I haven't heard back from you. So I wanted to check again. Most of the time I find people think there's a lot to do and it might be too much, but it's so simple. You invite the guests, I'll do the rest mostly. I have these dates. Can I put you down for one? And out of those 3 people, One of them's going to say yes, one of them's going to say no, and one person is going to be left that hasn't responded. You're going to wait 4 days and you're simply going to say, "Are you okay?" And they're usually going to laugh like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I've been so busy." Or they're going to tell you, "No, I am not okay." And you can have that girlfriend talk. But the fortune is in the follow-up, and you are going to be so surprised when you get to that second or third message and they're like, "Sure, I'd love to. Yeah, put me down for one. I'll book a party." And that's where the bookings come. Okay, so don't give up and be consistent in this process. It works better if you do 10 contacts with follow-up than 30 contacts with no follow-up. Okay, the fortune is in the follow-up. So you can do this, you know, in a spiral notebook. For those of you in My Pampered People, it is in unit number 1, so you can use that tracker. And Shelly can get you a tracker too if you want one in Excel. So here's the third thing. When are you going to do this? When are you going to fit this in? Are you going to do it while you're watching TV, while you're sitting through the drive-through line, carpool line, maybe while you're on the potty, you know, in the morning? Maybe you're going to wake up earlier, stay up later on your lunch break when your kids nap, maybe while you're having coffee. Or maybe you're going to replace your social media scroll time. If you catch yourself just scrolling, you could say, "I could be booking parties." Or my favorite is schedule a time for Pampered Jeff. Okay, so that could be an hour or so, and you simply say at 7:30 to 8:30, "I'm going to work on Pampered Jeff. I'm going to do some dash, and I'm going to book some parties." Or maybe that's 7:30 to 8:30 at night. Or maybe you're just a night owl and doing a message. It's okay to message all hours of the night. It's not like before when you were calling people. When we were calling people, you know, we didn't really call people after 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the latest. But messaging, it's like Vegas, 24/7. So we earn trips. And let me just show you how quickly, when 15 minutes a day, making 10 contacts a day can earn you not only a nice income, but a trip. So let's say you make 10 contacts a day and 3 people actually respond to you. Out of those 3 people, 1 person's going to book a party. All right, cool. Let's multiply this times 5, Monday through Friday. That's 50 outreaches. 15 of those people respond to you. And out of those 15 people, 5 will book a party. So now you have 5 bookings that week. Okay, now let's look at an even bigger picture, a whole entire year. 10 outreaches a day for 5 days a week is 780 contacts. That equals 260 shows. 20% are going to cancel. Remember I said one's going to flop. So that leaves you with 208 shows for that year. 208 shows with a modest $400 party average, and you'll sell $83,000 that year. Divide that by 52 weeks, equals 4 shows a week. You'll be selling about $7,000 a month times 25% commission, and that's $1,386.60 in income. But what is cool about this is our incentive trips. You get 1 point per every dollar you sell. So I just told you you're going to sell about $83,000. Our first level trip is $60,000, so you already got that. And you're really close to this middle trip, which is 90,000 points, because you've already, just in selling, have 83,000 points. So there's points that you can get other ways. So you should be taking a very nice trip for you and someone else. Just putting this contact system into place every day. Right now, our trip ends up in December, but just think when you get into this habit, what a kickoff you're going to have come January. How good at this are you going to be? And how many points are you going to start off that next incentive trip next year? So do you guys foresee anything happening that would keep you from working towards scheduling 4 parties next week and at least 2 parties the following week in the next 3 days? Anybody?
Put it in the chat so we can.
Yeah, let me look here. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. I don't see any heads shaking no or anything like that. Good. Because we believe in you and we believe in this opportunity that's in front of you so much that we are willing to help you get off to a strong start. So when you date at least 4 shows next week and 2 shows the following week, so that's a total of 6, we're going to go ahead and give you $10 cash to help offset those party prizes. And I'd love for us to meet here again for part 2 of your new consultant training on Thursday. The same link. Oh no, it'll be a different link. I'm sorry. Unless I can do something with my Zoom, but we'll get it to you. So now that we've covered who to call, what to say, and when you're going to do it, do you have any other questions or anything else you need from me to be able to make these contacts? Did I share my screen?